Now, it's not just late season, it's super late season. And Old Man Winter has turned southern Ohio into a virtual frozen wasteland where the antlers are dropping about as fast as the mercury is. We just have to hope that there's one special deer out there with my name on it that can hold on to his antlers long enough for me to get to southern Ohio and blow an arrow through him. What you got cooking?
Chicken.
Can I see it? Oh, I thought I was expecting like a charred black. You know, we're back at Chris's house talking strategy on exactly where we're gonna go. And he said, look man, the 11-acre field where I killed my 8-point, we got trail cameras of deer coming in there. I've got in-game that I've had out there for the last few weeks, and the deer are hitting it really, really hard. That's the spot to be, man, the 11-acre field. Me and Chris, we just got out. This will be my first day in Ohio. It's the last week of the season. We just brought the new General out, which I've never even seen before. That's Chris's bike. I think it's bad. We just rode it from his house over here. We're gonna get in this tree stand actually in a spot where I've killed a really nice buck, so I'm excited. Now you gotta understand, this is February. This is the last part of Ohio's deer season, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can get out in the stand quick enough that I can find a deer that has both sides. I'm back out here. It is like the second day in February, and I'm still deer hunting. And like I said before, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If we see a giant, mature 5-year-old buck with no antlers, we'll just kill him and then go shed hunting, make him whatever we want to be. So on that first evening, we have a half-rack buck come in, of course, a small buck, and that deer comes out and I'm like, oh no, even the small ones are losing their antlers early and all, you know, so I'm really doubting that we're gonna get a mature buck with both sides. I've still got plenty of light to shoot, but we're running out of camera light fast. It's getting dark, son. But it's the 8-pointer, the 8-pointer on the hit list, and he's got both sides, and here he comes. I'm at full draw. I'm guessing the distance, but then he turns to leave, and I guessed it right on the money at 35 yards. In the camera, you can't even really see the arrow hit. I saw it hit and just knew that I smoked this buck and he wasn't going far. He's zigzagging across this bean field, and then he has like what sounds like a 25-car pileup in the woods. And I'll tell you what, it's dark, and I know the kill's dark. It's the last week, baby. First night, late season, shot probably the only buck left on the farm that had both sides of his antlers, and I'm just pumped up. I just can't even believe it. Another red arrow for the quiver. I'm blood trailing this buck, and it looks like a murder scene. This broadhead just blew through this deer, and there's blood everywhere, and all of a sudden I look at a tree that looks like a 4-wheeler ran over it. I don't know if we'll find all of him, but I found half of him just now. Hey, it's like old Johnny Cash, one piece at a time, baby. I'm just hoping I find at least one more antler and a buck attached to it. Woo! And he wouldn't have dropped his antler. Look how cool that is. That is so cool how he hit that tree and knocked his antler off. Is this fun or what, man? Man, what a cool buck up here in Ohio. I don't even know what to say. What are you supposed to say on the first day when you kill a buck with your bow and arrow out of the first tree that you get in, Chris? Is there a script for that?
I don't think it ever happens, does it?
I don't think it does. Call Guinness. We're out. One of the coolest things was taking this deer back and sharing it with my family. There's been a bar fight in here. Look at that. There is nothing like being with your family and just knowing your kids are waiting on you and you've been successful in the woods. You guys have that memory from being a kid and you're hunting with your dad and it's cold and you come back in. Whether you killed anything or not, man, just being with your dad, coming home to a hot dinner and being around your family, around a fireplace. That's what the culture of the hunter is sort of built around. But when your kids and your family are there waiting on you, that is like an all-time high for me right there. It may be my favorite hunt of the season just because I got to share it with my son and my little girls and my wife. Now